Let's list off the 10 elite golfers that left the PGA Tour for LIV Golf. Starting us off, Sergio Garcia. While the 2017 Masters winner is no longer a top 20 or even top 50 player in the PGA Tour, his value to LIV cannot be understated. Garcia remains one of the most famous European golfers in the sport today, and branding is as important as relevancy when trying to build a tour that can actually compete with the PGA. Up next, Kevin Na. Kevin Na is one of several players in LIV that are among the 40 best in the world today. After going 7 years without winning a tournament, the 38-year-old has had a career resurgence in recent years and is one of the underappreciated talents in the golf world right now. Up next, Paul Casey. While Paul Casey is a player who has never won a major and his best days are behind him, he is still a player that is ranked just outside of the top 30. He is similar to both Na and Garcia in that he is a very solid talent on today's circuit, but the Englishman also helps to legitimize LIV in Europe. Up next, Bubba Watson. Two-time Masters champion Bubba Watson is the latest major acquisition for LIV. While he is currently ranked towards the back of the top 100 in the world, he is a prestige signing that helps to bolster the roster and bring it more in line with star-studded membership of the PGA. Up next, BRYSON DECHAMBEAU. BRYSON DECHAMBEAU was a major get for LIV Golf earlier this year, not because he's a top 10 player currently, but because the 28-year-old has potential to be one. The 2020 US Open winner is a gifted golfer on the rise who is quickly gaining a notable fan base that he will now take with him to the Saudi-backed tour. Up next, OOSTHUIZEN. OOSTHUIZEN has not won a tourney since 2018. However, that does not mean he hasn't been highly competitive in his outings since then. While 2022 has not been a year to remember, the South African finished second or third in the last 3 majors of 2021. That is some serious consistency. Up next, Brooks Koepka. If not for a spat of injuries in recent years, Brooks Koepka would be ranked among the 10 best golfers in the world. While he currently resides in the 20s, he remains a top-shelf player in the sport right now. Up next, Abraham ANCER. Abraham ANCER is an important signing for LIV Golf because of his potential as a top 20 golfer who could become a weekly anchor for the Tour's tournaments. While he has only had a decent 2022 season, with 3 top 10 finishes before joining LIV, his upside is serious. Up next, Phil Mickelson. Despite not having anywhere near as many wins as Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson is one of the most famous active golfers in the world. He may not be a player competing often for LIV tourney titles, but it doesn't matter. Signing lefty is one of the biggest acquisition coups in sports history. And finally, Dustin Johnson. Next to Mickelson, Dustin Johnson is the most important signing LIV has had thus far. Despite not having won a tournament in close to 2 years, he still remains one of the best players in the sport, and his jump from the PGA Tour to LIV Golf sent shockwaves through the industry.